Hey there, everyone. That Sexy Nerd is back again, and I know I'm way behind on this one, but yeah, Ash versus Yugi from, childhood. We already first had Ash versus Ash versus Agumon, or, Tai. We'll say Tai because, actually, Tai fought a hell of a lot more than Ash did. So, yeah. So, we're having Ash versus Yugi. And I really don't know how this is going to go. I feel like Yugi's going to win. But I guess we'll see. Because poor Ash is like 0 for 2. Is going to be 0 for 2 probably after this. I'm really excited to see what happens next. I'm really excited to see this fight. Like, really am. This is the finale. So we're going to have to wait a few months before we get some new episodes. So, yeah, that's going to be great. Not much to say about this one. I know I'm late, but hopefully this makes up for it. So please, smash that like button if you want to see more sexy and nerdy content. And subscribe if you think I deserve it. And remember, sign up for my Patreon for my latest reactions to my latest videos. And yes, I know I have a Charmander hat on, but I don't know who to root for here. So let's do this thing, y'all.
Ash Ketchum versus Yugi Muto.
The biggest question from the playground. Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh? Where's and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
When I was on the when Yu-Gi-Oh was on, it was all Yu-Gi-Oh.
Big episode. Hello there. Welcome to the world.
Hello there.
All the kids get their first one at age 10. If you don't sleep in like
Ash did.
From Pallet Town.
Ash wanted to be a Pokemon master, though he didn't really know what that meant yet.
How about taking down your rivals to be the very best, like no one ever was? Better than Gary and his dumb groupies.
Yeah, fuck that.
Ash knew he'd find his answers at the
10 for 25 years.
So Oak hooked him up with the electric mouse, Pikachu. And he's your problem now, stupid.
Pikachu was
not very good.
The new duo had a rocky start, but after an intense first day together, the rest, as they say,
is history.
25 seasons, over 1,200 episodes, and the cornerstone of 2000s culture. Ash spent decades as a 10-year-old on the great Pokemaniac journey.
We should note, we are prioritizing the anime that Ash is from, which often differs from the original games that inspired it.
Yes.
Ash is equipped with tons of Pokeballs and an all-knowing Pokedex. That's also a Pokemon. But in a fight, Ash usually chooses Pikachu. Give the yellow red enough voltage and you'll regret it. Even ground types that would be immune to electric attacks
which is
game.
bullshit!
Stop with this Pikachu dishes out.
Yet somehow Ash is just fine after repeatedly getting zapped by this same electricity. Over time, Pikachu learned Volt Tackle, Electro Web, Electro Ball, and
Pikachu, use Thunderbolt! The perfect
Thunderbolt
attack for Okoing flamboyant thieves and air balloons. Looks like they're blasting
off again.
So clearly the anime doesn't follow the game rules. Like when Pikachu shot himself with his own thunder while on Swellow, who, is vulnerable to lightning.
Yeah.
But somehow they use thunder as a super armor.
What the?
How to deflect attacks by just spinning really fast. Whee!
Speaking of fast, Pikachu has intercepted lightning.
Oh, I remember that.
Attack increases that speed even more.
And his Iron Tail really pairs well with Ash's offensive style. The guy plays crazy, opting for big damage over stalling.
Ash's style is so unusual that when a robot scanned his tactics, it exploded.
Great philosophers put it. If it works,
I remember that Golden Sun.
as the great philosophers put it.
Hey.
If it works, is it still stupid?
Ash and Pikachu's bond is magnetic and brought them new allies. Misty, Brock, Serena, just to name a few.
Yeah,
Underneath
Serena.
their stubbornness and crispy bikes, they are loyal friends.
Just like Ash's Pokemon. They're not just collecting dust.
Gengar.
They're hunting.
Hell.
Bucks. Ash's League ID won't let him carry more than 6 at a time, but if he needs them, they'll all come running.
Water types like Squirtle and Lapras are key in seafaring fights, and Ash can combine their water attacks with Glalie Ice Beam.
One time, his Weasel got frozen while using Aqua Jet, which is Fine. Now
Yeah,
he's
what?
using Ice Aqua Battering Ram.
What
Grass
the
types like
fuck?
and Torterra induce status effects and heal with synthesis.
But Sceptile's
I forgot he had an executor.
Yeah, so you got a big, scary Darkrai. Eat this leaf blade, Smeargle victim! Or that's what I would say if Tobias did an action replay of frickin' Latios. I made
what?
a win, 4Kids.
Well, 4Kids just did the localization. They didn't write the show.
They just get me heated. Almost as much as Infernape's Flare Blitz. Then I'll set my Inferno to overdrive, get my revenge, and Incineroar.
Yeah.
Ash had a fiery passion for reaching the top ASAP, but Charizard wasn't on board. Pursuing private
For a long
attacks,
time.
Ash lost the Viridian Force for the trees and fumbled the Indigo League.
Harsh lesson, but one he needed. Ash started bonding with Pokemon at a deeper level, and that friendship motivated them to dodge light speed moves like Solar Beam and Psybeam.
Charizard came around too. He's
Yeah.
the last one you want to see on the field. Even if you have a Blastoise like Gary, Ash will call for the most unexpected signature moves.
Seismic toss.
The people's elbow of Pokemon.
Seriously?
So strong, his flamethrower melts boulders. The Pokemon world is wild.
How are you
Ash's
hugging
Pokédex
that thing?
spells it out. Vanillix causes blizzards. Magikarp leaps over mountains and into space.
that's not
Dusknoir
what-
pulls souls into the spirit world.
Oh, and Pikachu cleared a storm as wide as an island. Gotta catch 'em all.
Gotta catch 'em all.
Scraggy, I can rock Palpitoad, Torkoal, Snivy.
With new regions,
Wow.
so are new flying types like Pidgeot. On land, Ash has physical offense like Melmetal and Crocodile.
Whoa.
And drop Draco Meteors on anyone,
But-
but mainly Piplup.
You want physical? Look at Ash. This twerp somehow carried around a Cosmoem, which canonically weighs over a ton.
How?
This huge log that's basically a whole
What
tree,
the hell?
Looked it like it was nothing. And he can choose his own hands if he wants, and he does a lot.
Yeah.
His secret is watching the Minnesota Vikings.
Resilience is the bare minimum to HMO1 cut it in the tall grass. Humans and Pokemon must protect and enrich
Bailey.
each other's lives.
That's what really made him stronger. Running away from the sexual harassment panda that is freaking Bayleaf. Yeah. Woof.
Like Mimey, the Mr.
Hey,
Mime
Mime.
who mind boggles you with Reflect, Light Screen, and Psychic. Yep, that Mr. Mime, the stepdad who Ash caught in a Pokeball and brought home. Oh, so that's how it works.
Ash figured out
Ash
new ways
caught
to
him?
bond with his pals with Aura.
Forgot.
It's a life force that interacts with souls and links Ash with Lucario.
Yeah,
Tackle
Lucario.
excels at CQC and shoots steel beams and aura spheres. And with Mega Evolution, Lucario's power surges enough to defeat
Oh, he
champions
Mega
like
Evolved?
Garchomp.
A Mega would have been handy at the Safari Zone when Ash accidentally caught 30 Tauros.
Yeah.
And he keeps
All of
hunting
them.
Ash, they're bulls.
Ash genuinely loves his little guys, but boy does it suck to see him lose the Pokemon League
know.
over and over again. Kid, just turn the hat backwards and lock in.
Ash's strength is not in battle theory, but his nurtured bonds. He knows Pokemon feelings better than anyone. With Greninja, Ash learned to synchronize their senses and movements, transforming him into Ash Greninja.
It comes with a huge power increase,
Whoa.
but there's a catch. Ash shares Greninja's pain. A small
Oh.
price to pay for the ultimate water shuriken.
Ash Greninja ran the ones with Champion Diantha's Mega Gardevoir.
Whoa.
And just a normal Gardevoir can conjure black holes.
Ash
What?
Pokemon and teamwork get along like rice balls and jelly-filled donuts. They saved the world from Lysander, who tried to kill all life. They fought the giants, the Reggie kind, not the
Yeah.
New York ones, who haunted Reggie Gigas, who can tow entire regions.
Ash's team battled Steven Stone and Alon, who fought the terraforming
They-
primal forms of Groudon and Kyogre.
What?
Don't get me started on Alon. Ash did everything right, but no, Greninja still lost to his Charizard after only getting hit 3 times.
What?
How does Blast Burn beat Water Shuriken? Get your type charts right, poor kids.
Boom
Fuck
City
outta
4
here.
Kids weren't even around anymore when this aired.
Nope.
Regardless, after his loss at Kalos,
Aw.
Ash traveled to Alola and beyond to train. And thanks to some really delicious soup, his new Gengar Gigantamaxed.
My friend told me he had a new Gengar. I'm like, oh shit! He has a Gengar? So yeah, he might actually stand a chance. Like, with all these if he's using all these Pokemon, he probably has a chance against Yugi. But, you know, I guess we'll see.
Hide you, Gengar! He hunts
Whoa!
G-Max Terror, or even swallows him up.
Holy
I bet
shit.
It smells nasty in there.
Oh,
Ash and
of course.
Pikachu also scored a buff with their Z move. All they need is a power ring, some JoJo poses, and Thunderbolt will evolve into
10 million volt Thunderbolt.
What?
This rainbow lightning is their ace. You see this coming? You're cooked.
Wow.
Absorb electricity? Cooked. Fused with an Ultra Beast? Cooked.
Cooked.
Ash journeyed so much that monsters from another dimension are nothing to him. Naganadel is a poisonous sniper, and Solgaleo is basically the sun god, a legendary Pokemon whose Sunsteel Strike lights up the universe.
Ash got a god in his bag for just being a nice dude. Smell you later, Gary.
In fact, when Ash and friends band together, they can halt Dialga's Roar of Time. And Dialga literally controls the concept
What?
of time. Is there a legendary Pokemon he hasn't befriended?
But it all started with Pikachu, so it was gonna end with Pikachu. In the tournament
Arceus. He hasn't befriended Arceus.
of Champions and Alon, Ash faced the #1 trainer. Finally, after 3,000 years, we're free! 4 kids, let my boy win!
Yeah!
Sure. Ash did his best, and he had no regrets. Now free to hand over his torch to new bright-eyed trainers.
Ash realized that, to him, a Pokemon Master was someone who was friends with every Pokemon. So he and Pikachu threw a stick in the air and walked the way it landed, because in the world of Pokemon, the journey continues.
To be continued. That's nice. Come on,
Many
Yugi.
of theorists have tried to solve the mystery of ancient Egypt. What was the secret to such a glorious civilization?
Time travel? The Divine Hand? Aliens? Nah, they were gamers.
Egyptians
Yeah.
played games with sorcery. These magical ceremonies punish dark hearts with swift death. The Shadow Game.
No, Wiz, they were banished to the
Shadow Realm.
Wink.
Sadly, the way of the Shadow Games was lost across
More
time
kids.
and the pieces of the Millennium Puzzle. It's said the one who solves the puzzle would pass judgment on evil. And in the modern day, Yugi Muto reassembled it and wished for a friend.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Turn that jam up! Yugi was a shy kid that helped run his grandpop's game shop.
But little did he know that completing the puzzle would link his spirit to an ancient pharaoh.
Yami, always willing to lend Yugi a hand, and always on demon time while doing so. He's anime Jigsaw. Yami wants to play a shadow game.
Whether it's Griddle Air Hockey, Mario Party with Chloroform, or the game that would take his world and ours by storm, Duel Monsters.
It's a summoner's war. Time to send monsters to the graveyard and take your foe down to 0 life points.
When Yugi's grandpa was kidnapped by the deranged CEO Seto Kaiba, Yugi knew it was time to knock him down the only way he knows how. Playing a children's
Card game.
And for his L, Kaiba was given a penalty game.
Again, it really pisses me off that little Karibo is not voicing anybody here. He's still active, man. He's still making episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, what the hell? He's still never finished the damn show. Why would you not use him?
Lose or cheat against Yami at your own peril. With the puzzle, Yami can punish you in some seriously messed up ways. Illusions of being set on fire, swapping your soul, or the infamous Mind Crush.
The Millennium Puzzle does far more than force hallucinations. It brings monsters to reality, forms barriers, manipulates probability, and seals away spirits.
You can't buy this. It and 6 other Millennium items are juiced up by ghosts.
Despite Yami's retribution, Yugi wasn't aware of this darker half. Yami had amnesia, so he didn't know himself either. But after a run-in with enemy Millennium Ring user Dark Bakura and some seriously hardcore LARPing, Yugi and Yami learned each other's shtick and made the dynamic...
What the hell?
With friends Taya, Tristan, and their left leg Joey, Yugi and Yami were ready for anything.
Because Yugi had a great early deck. Monsters for offense, spells for effects, and traps for setups. Oh, and Exodia.
Yeah.
There they go.
Okay, if Yugi's deck is so good, why isn't it the meta? Put me in, coach. Face my 2,000 card deck.
Don't be too quick to judge. Yugi's a very clever strategist. His style works best at maximizing the use of so-called terrible cards.
Yeah, cool story, Wiz. But what's he gonna do about the 3 blue eyes
His white
Kaiba's got
dragon.
aiming at his dome?
Simple. Summon the monster card Karibo and have him multiply. With a 1,000 strong meat shield, a dragon's breath, and a gentle breeze.
Well, okay.
It was crazy.
No Yugi had that dog in him.
Yeah.
I'm about
Yes.
Force. Buster Blader and Celtic Guardian are sick, nasty swordsmen. Summon Skull shoots bolts of lightning.
I love Summon
and the
Skull.
Giant Soldier of Stone can destroy moons.
Well,
It's a living clock that fast forwards or rewinds.
Hey, that's cheating.
Turning monsters to infants or wizards into wise sages.
Speaking of wizardry, you can't have a Yugi deck without his right hand, Dark
Dark
Magician,
Magician.
and his apprentice, Dark Magician Girl.
Both are masters of dark magic, and Yugi often pairs them with the damage redirecting magic cylinder. Now that's thinking with portals.
There's support monsters too.
Catapult Turtle.
is a bot with a cannon that literally launches other
Well,
monsters.
monsters.
And when Yugi comboed it with Gaia and
That was
Swords
cool.
of Revealing Light, which immobilizes monsters, they brought down an entire fortress. Wait, that's not how the card game works.
Yeah.
You see cheating?
Well, we're
A little bit.
prioritizing the manga and anime over anything else, which can differ from the real-world card game.
Yugi also has tons of spell cards. Monster Reborn resurrects a fallen
Huh.
friend. Turn Jump is a time skip. And Pot of Greed lets Yugi draw 2 more cards, like Pot of Greed, which lets him draw 2 more cards, like...
If things
And,
get
yeah.
dicey, he has more trap cards to level the field, like Dimension Sphinx, which reflects damage directly back at the opponent's life points.
And if his monsters and life points get wiped, he can just press Control-Z with Mirage Ruler to get them all back.
Pair these
Oh, I
cards
can't
with
wait.
Yugi and Yami's teamwork, and nothing could stand in their way. Not even the game's own creator.
Pegasus.
Get this, Pegasus can read minds. So in their duel, Yugi and Yami kept swapping souls Freaky Friday style, trusting each other to pick up on the strategies they left behind. And the mind reader was stumped. Yeah, they cheated.
No, Pegasus
He was cheating first.
Regardless, Yugi and
What?
Yami are an excellent dueling pair. Yami trusts Yugi to improve on his plans, while Yugi expects Yami to be his bolder half.
They're not just smart. These card-slinging geeks are somehow expected to be fit enough to dodge lasers, resist getting their souls ripped out, and
yeah.
survive attacks from duel monsters.
Hey, that doesn't count.
Common duel monsters.
Hey!
Tsunamis,
That was my childhood right there.
meteors, And wreck cities.
And all of this power culminated in Battle City, hosted by
Central
Kaiba.
Kaiba.
Because Kaiba really wanted that salty run back against his rival.
Salt only surpassed by Yami's biggest hater, Merrick, who wanted the 3 Egyptian god cards to take him out.
Is he really his hater, his biggest hater? Because after he got the, I don't even know what to call him. Like they got Pennywise out of him. After they got Pennywise out of the motherfucker, he became a pretty chill dude. So yeah, once not possessed by the fucking evil cosmic entity that fucking is Pennywise, then I'm telling you, I know it's not Pennywise, but still. Wow. You know, that shit.
These cards were Slifer, the Electric Dragon, Ra, the God Phoenix, and Obelisk, who strikes with the
Hate
power
Ra.
of infinity.
This was a different ball game altogether.
Yep.
But Yugi was starting to stand on his own 2 feet.
So Yami and Yugi kept dueling on in a battle city that never wants to end.
No.
Or stop bullying Joey. But to claim the Egyptian gods, Yugi and Yami had to face them in
Never wants
duels,
to end.
pulling off some ridiculously high IQ plays.
When battling Slifer, they used a handful of weak cards to create an infinite combo of attacks that went past the god's limits.
And later, Yugi combined Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl's magic into Black Burning magic,
What?
promptly defeating Ra.
This
What?
is for the magicians. In the movie Bonds Beyond Time,
Hey.
they did something similar against Paradox.
Okay.
It's kind of crazy that together, the magicians can defeat the 10-star gods, which are way stronger than
Magic.
mid-tier monsters that are 5 to 9 stars.
Magic.
Tier cards aren't pushovers. Darkhold Dragon is a sentient black hole. Planet alignment moves solar systems.
The fuck?
And Jaden's Glow Neos destroyed a relativity field that spawned an entire universe.
Why are we using Jaden's cards? Jaden is not Yugi. Last time I checked.
But at the top would be the great
Zork.
evil god Zork.
Next week on a very special episode of Zork and Pals. Zork, what's wrong? Why haven't you destroyed the world?
Because I have a terminal disease.
But you can't die. What about our adopted daughter? Who's going to take care of her when you're gone?
She also has a terminal disease.
Don't miss this very special award-winning episode of Zork and Pals, because we really need the ratings.
Who showed up to plunge existence into the realm of darkness. It was time for Yugi to finish the
Zork.
puzzle of who Yami really is.
If the monsters weren't real before, they sure were now.
Okay.
Everyone has soul energy. Ba, which manifests as Ka, or a spirit. When used in tandem with the bonds of his cards, Yugi can will duel monsters into reality, even drawing anyone he wishes by believing in the heart of the cards.
Yeah, I never finished the actual show, actually. I kind of slumped out after they got lost in a... they got lost in the game or whatever. You know, penguins! So all of that, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged introduced me to, so, yeah. Zork and pals.
I knew it! He's been cheating all this time!
Yes!
He doesn't just make up rules, he's
Ash.
sucking his dick!
Not at all. For Yugi, drawing the card he needs isn't just luck, it's an actual skill that he developed. It's even expanded in following series like GX and 5Ds.
Okay, well, I'd be the king of games too if I could just decide I have a royal flush every round.
Whatever. Yami rediscovered his Egyptian past, his multiple lifelong bonds, and his real name, Atem. Claiming his place as the ruler of the afterlife, Atem fused the Egyptian god cards to summon Harakti, the creator of light.
He's the ultimate duel monster who banished Zork and all of his scary darkness for good. The epitome of, screw you, I win.
No kidding, for Harakti created Yu-Gi-Oh's multiverse with that same light. Judgment had passed. Across many duels, evil was vanquished.
Overkill.
There's only one more thing left to do.
A post-game boss duel between Yugi and Atem.
Their farewell was both climactic and bittersweet. Yugi had grown as a duelist and a person. His victory proved that he no longer needed Atem's help to be his bolder half.
Even when Atem was an entire dimension away or busy slapping the end of existence, he and Yugi would always be bros.
Yeah.
Okay, it should have been me, not him. I'm sorry I called you a cheater. I was jealous. You're so cool.
Yugi moved on to a career in game design and passed the torch to future duelists.
Yeah.
He would be remembered as the greatest duelist there ever was.
Except to Kaiba, who tried to ascend to the afterlife to rematch Atem. Goes to show you that money can't buy you happiness, but it sure can buy you a sweet rocket ship.
There will always be
It was
another
not
story,
sweet.
another duel, another game. And you won't find yourself a better opponent than the king
Yu-Gi-Oh!
of games.
Yugi Muto. So really, this battle is just going to come down to who can cheat better. I don't know. Ash is kind of a real cheater there, but Yugi basically made cheating his thing. So, boy, oh boy. The battle of the cheaters.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
Before we start, let's lay some ground rules.
We're treating
Okay.
this as a real-time fight, much like typical battles in the Pokemon anime and duels later on in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime. And given that the rules of Pokemon and duel monsters are clearly incompatible, we'll allow them to summon anything that's reasonably available to them.
Okay.
It's time to death battle!
Is that a hint that Yugi wins? Ooh. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay. Made me want to cry. Hell yeah!
You okay, Pikachu?
Ooh.
War is tricky. Hang in there.
He sounds just like him.
But I have Lightning Blade and Excalibur to boost my attack, and I
Oh,
set one card face
shit.
down to end my turn.
Did they get Dan Green to voice him? He sounds just like him. Okay. All right. If they got the voices this well, I'm not going to be that mad about Little Karibo not voicing Yugi. So I see what they did there.
Whoa. Okay, guys, it's our turn now. Pikachu.
Come on, Ash.
Quick attack. Everyone else, back him up.
I'm sorry. Ash is the underdog here.
Great job. Now, Thunderbolt.
Chew.
Don't get ahead of yourself. You forgot about my face down card.
Whoa.
Judge Space!
Oh. Look at Crocodile. What? Oh. Crocodile. Oh.
Oh, I get it. Good thing we brought them all, right, Pikachu?
Yeah.
What do you mean, them all?
Oh, we brought. Oh. Did they get Dan Green? Jesus. Come on, Ash.
I choose
Yo! Okay. Wait, we can't have life points, can we? Okay. Whoa! This is chaos. Oh, hell yeah! Oh, Ash is doing good. Oh, come on. Oh. Shit! Holy shit! Uh-oh. Slifer. If they had Arceus, though, Ash wins. Okay. Okay. Come on. Let's do this shit. Oh, no. Whoa. Gengar. Hell yeah. Oh, this is spectacular. Oh. Oh no! He Ghostbustered him! Oh, what the frick?
I'm sorry, partner. Don't worry. It's my turn now.
Okay. Okay.
I just need to believe.
He won here.
In the heart of the cards.
Yeah, you cheated. Whoa. Monster Reborn? No, wait.
Who's that Pokemon?
Haroxy!
Yeah.
Blast of light! This is it! Magicians! Flash burning magic! Haroxy! Joser!
Dialga? What? Hey! Yeah.
Pikachu, let's finish this. Together!
Whoa! It's not enough. It's not enough. It's not enough. What?
You activated my trap!
Yeah.
Magic cylinder!
It's not enough.
With it, I'll send your Thunderbolt back to attack your light points directly!
No! Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's sad.
That was an awesome duel, Ash.
It was. It really was. I kind of knew that was how it was going to end, though. Unfortunately. They loved this!
Oh, what childhood!
I know.
Quick, I need your tears. We can save him.
There's a lot to
Yeah.
this, so let's break it down by experience, strategy, and monsters. Starting with experience.
See, I was like, I couldn't help myself but root for Ash, but in the back of my mind, I know Yugi was going to win. He's just too powerful. Not only that, he cheats too hard, so yeah. I'm not saying it out of anger. I'm just like, oh, I'm sad. That was sad watching Ash die like that.
Both Ash and Yugi have risen to the top.
They
being
have.
the best of the best, and traveled all over the world.
But Ash traveled more, was in more tourneys, and saved the world
Doesn't
way
matter.
more often.
It doesn't
and despite
matter.
what people say, he wins a lot.
Even Atem's stint as the Pharaoh doesn't tip the scale, since he wasn't in charge for very long.
Yeah.
Plus, Pokemon
Yugi wins more. Yugi wins way more. It was actually a shock when he lost. Let's not forget that.
evolve over time, literally and figuratively. While Yugi's deck is obviously adjustable, the cards are unchanging, unable to grow like Ash's Pokemon.
So Ash wins in experience, but when it comes to strategy, he's
Yugi.
a wild card.
He's skilled at improvisation and using the environment to win. Even machines cannot comprehend his tactics.
But the same goes for Yugi. Gotta remember, Yugi and Atem's teamwork is second to none.
Yes.
They're
It's
massive
2 versus 1.
weaknesses, setting up tricks, and surprising foes with so-called weak cards.
Both could likely adjust to each other's unpredictability, so a Dark Horse-style win was unlikely.
But Ash's secret weapon is his bond with his Pokemon, boosting their power. I'm not just talking about Pikachu. His power of friendship invented an evolution for Greninja. That's crazy. Ash's trust in his Pokemon knows no limits.
Silly as it may sound, Yugi trusts his deck in the same
Even
way.
better, yeah.
The heart of the cards is real, and Yugi is determined to support his monsters with spells.
That's his whole thing.
Look at his duels with Merrick and Paradox, where he bolstered his weaker cards to take down gods. With Ba and Ka, his bonds with his cards manifest them into reality, not so dissimilar from Ash Greninja.
Yeah, Ash has aura, but he never mastered it. And specialties like Mega Evolution and Gigantamax, while awesome, only work with specific Pokemon.
And since Ash focuses on offense far more than support, Yugi could control the pace of the fight with cards like Swords of Revealing Light and Magic Cylinder.
But I know some of you are
Yeah.
asking, what if Ash threw hands? The kid's strong
So?
enough to chuck trees and lift
Doesn't matter.
Just punch him, man.
Did not matter.
Yugi's similarly tough, and the Millennium Puzzle can make shields, steal ghosts, cast illusions, and mess with minds.
See, have you also noticed that he's never been physically attacked in the entire show? The only person that was able to hit him was Joey in that clip. And the only reason why he let him hit him was because he was upset over Yugi dying, or they all thought he was dead, and that's why Joey punched him in the face. He's like, "You motherfucker!" So yeah, he's never been physically hit either. There was literally a person who was a bully on the show, and he beat him. He not only did he beat him, but he took down that fortress. He took down. He scared him, and then mind crushed and left him in a catatonic state. You'll never see him again. Catatonic state for 4 kids, death in the actual anime.
If Ash actually tried to punch him, it'd be Mewtwo all
Bad,
over.
yeah,
It's a close
worse.
call, but Yugi takes the edge in strategy.
So it all comes down to the monsters.
Yeah.
Yugi
Nope.
had a slightly
Nope.
larger pool of monsters, but Ash's can clear out island-wide storms
And?
fight terraforming beasts.
And?
They're stronger than the black hole summoning Gardevoir.
And
However, Yugi's can rain down meteors,
Yes.
compete with larger black holes, and even the mid-tier scale to Glow Neos, destroying that relativity field with a universe.
What?
Harakti created Yu-Gi-Oh's whole multiverse, surpassing even Solgaleo's Sunstill Strike
It's
and
sad.
Dialga's Roar of Time.
And Yugi had more than
that's what I was saying. I was like, I even said Dialga, but then they were like, oh wait, no, that's like an all-knowing god, and all Dialga can do is control the concept of time. That's it.
just monsters on the field. Ash's strength was also his weakness. His power was evenly
Arceus.
spread, relying only on his remaining Pokemon.
If Mr. Mime faints, no more psychic barriers. If he lost Lucario, no more Mega Evolution. And so on. The longer the battle went, the less Pokemon Ash had. And he did not have a reliable way to bring them back. He doesn't carry revives on him. And even then, reviving Pokemon in the anime is entirely different from the games. Meanwhile, Yugi had cards like Mirage Ruler and Monster Reborn that could instantly recall powers he's lost.
And he can, bend fate to draw whatever card he wants. And we didn't even cover them all.
Yeah.
Really, Yugi's deck has no pathetic.
You had no negate attack. I think you did use it though, but you never mentioned negate attack. You say it right there, but negate attack, already, just makes the moves not. And let's not forget the mirror force. Yeah, I think they mentioned mirror force, but negate attack, bullshit. Nothing. Nothing is gonna happen to him with that.
Cards.
Exactly. Yugi's versatility and power swept Ash's options, giving his monsters the lead.
Yeah.
He just needed the right moment to knock Ash stone cold.
That was a good attempt at a pun, Wiz. You might not think it's Pharaoh, but Ash got Yugi owned.
The winner is Yugi Muto.
Muto. So, like I said, Charmander was not going to win this one. But, you know, yeah, it was, I don't disagree in the slightest. I have no problem with that because, you know, it makes a lot of sense. Like, Yugi basically would torch Ash, unfortunately. It's sad, though, man. He had gods on his side, man. If only he called Arceus, Yugi it probably would have been a better fight and a more even fight. I still don't think that Arceus scales to that. What do you call it? To whatever that freaking god duel monster was, the creator of all things. God damn it! But yeah, like. You know, if he had if he had Arceus on his side, or maybe even what's the other one? The Devil Dragon. Grit. I don't remember his name. Oh man, that's gonna kill me now. Devil Dragon in Pokemon. Giratina. Yes. He had that one too, even though he's like the devil. But, you know, if he had that one too, it probably would be a little bit more interesting. But, you know, again, he probably wouldn't win. But anyway, what do you guys think of the fight? I loved it. It was actually absolutely spectacular. Again, it's sad that they couldn't get any YouTubers to voice them, but you know what they got, they sounded just like the actors, so good job on your part. So let me know what you guys thought in the comments below, and please smash that like button if you want to see more sexy and nerdy content, and subscribe if you think I deserve it. And remember, sign up for my Patreon for my latest reactions to my latest videos, and I'll see you on the next episode.